What is going on, guys? Esoteric Rider here, and I am back with another installation video on the 2020 Honda Fury. And what we will be adding on today is the Honda official backseat and peg. I'm doing a full tutorial, so let's quit the talking. Let's get to the installation. First things first, you got to remove the seat, and how you do that is you got to kind of bend back the seat a little bit and get it these Allen bolts here and back here. One's a little more easier than the other, and then it'll slide off. Now for the next step is to remove this rear bolt here. And be sure to note, when you do take off the bolt, you take off the washer and the spacer with it. Next, we need to remove the rear fender, and how we're going to do that is we have these clips here that are going to come out after you take out these plugs, and then the whole rear fender will come off. And how to remove these little plugs is I'm taking a small flathead screwdriver and I'm pushing in on the center button here. You'll see that it goes inwards, and then with that same deal, just kind of going underneath, then you're able to pull it out. Save these because I'll show you how to reinstall them afterwards if you don't know how to reinstall those. I'm going to do that on the same side here. Alright, up next we're going to assemble one of the foot pegs, and how you're going to do that is have the beveled edge go down, take one of the rubbers here, sorry for knocking the camera, slide that on with a little bit of force. Might need some WD-40 to go on top of that. Alright, now once you have that on like so, make sure it's pushed all the way up, and then take one of the peg washers and make sure that it clears the hole, like so. And then next, you want to apply grease to the sides, and then we want to grab one of our brackets, and then the split pins and the washer and the pin itself, and we'll get that all together and take it over to the bike. Alright, now once you have that through, you want to take a small washer, put it over the pin here, and then take your split pin and then push it through, and then widen it out, and then spread the two apart so it locks it into place. Alright, that is locked in there. And we can still move the peg like we're supposed to. It's not going to go anywhere. Alright, now let's get this onto the bike. We're going to come over to the left side of the bike, because this is the left peg that we're working on. And the two bolts that you're going to remove are right up in here. I don't know if I can get the camera in there or not, but they are these two bolts here. Yeah, you can see them. I'll zoom in and give you guys a better look here. Those two bolts are right back here, right here, and right here. And then when you take your wrench or socket, if you got a socket small enough, it'd be better. Take it and twist downwards, and it's probably, sorry for the focus, it's probably going to put up a bit of a fight, so be ready for that. I just stepped on the bolt, or stepped on the wrench, and then I was able to get it by hand. So let me get this other bolt off and get this bracket on. I do want to note, when you're using the smaller bolts, they don't have as good as a bite, so definitely use the longer ones that the actual assembly comes with. So definitely use those. It has a much stronger bite. Alright, once that is tightened down and good to go, we're going to repeat those steps, but with the other side bracket, and the bolts are pretty much on the same area, but just on the other side. So I'm going to skip that step and then just skip forward to installing the rear seat assembly. And be sure to note, when you're removing the bolts from the right hand side, that you need to pull upwards on your wrench or your socket to remove the bolt, opposite from the other side. Alright, now that both sides are on, now it's time to reinstall the rear fender. For a quick note, guys, I don't know why they wanted you to remove these bolts, because it had nothing to do, at least with what I saw, with removal of the rear fender, because even with these bolts in, I could still slide it out. But yeah, make sure you push this down and then push in the mud flaps under the, like, it goes in towards the center on both of them. You'll be able to feel it, like, kind of just like go like inwards. You'll be able to feel it there. So now with the clips, is what you want to do is you want to push outward on the clip and get it to focus. You can see it like that, and then with it outward, the out, just push it inwards and then push in the top. You hear it click, and now it's locked in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that on the other side here. Just push it out, and then push it in, and then click. So now let's move to the next step. All right, up next, what we want to do is take the seat, flip it over, and then we're going to install this bracket here, and then using these 6mm Allen bolts here, you're gonna take it like so to where these beveled edges are on the outside. You'll see that it'll fit in better with like the contour. And then you are going to screw these in to these screw holes here. I'm just gonna get them started. All right, now I'm gonna grab my tool to fasten them down. And good, nice and tight. Up next, we're good to reinstall the main seat. Perfect. All right, up next, we're gonna put on the rear seat and then install the collar. And how that's gonna go is it's going to go like so. Kind of fold over top here. And then what you want to do is take the collar, and I'm going to take one of these long bolts here, a washer, a spacer, and then begin to screw it in. Given the scenario, this is in the right spot. Okay, once those two side bolts are installed, now we just have to install the last Allen bolt to fasten in the back of the rear seat. And just a quick note for you guys, this is the original bolt that came off the back. You don't want to use that one, you want to use the supplied 6mm along with the flange collar. So let's go ahead and get that installed. Well, there you have it, guys. The passenger pegs and passenger seat has successfully been installed on mine and yours Honda Fury. I really like the sleek look. It looks like it's all one seat. It's really nice. But if you guys enjoyed and learned a thing or two, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment in the comment section down below if you have any questions. Be sure to check out the rest of the channel where I have other moto vlogs and tutorials on this bike as well. And be sure to check out the Instagram at Esoteric Rider where I post the most beautiful pictures of this motorcycle and other motorcycle related content. But until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.